Today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make your own mask. There's just two items that you're going to need. A piece of fabric about 22 by 22 inches. I'm going to use a bandana for mine today, but you can either utilize a pillowcase, cut up an old t-shirt. Cotton's usually the preferred fabric. The other item that you're going to want is either two elastic hair ties, rubber bands. If you don't have anything elastic, you can use string too. So either like shoestrings, or I have some old knitting yarn. So 2 strings or 2 elastic bands along with your piece of fabric. Right, so what you're going to do is you're going to lay out your piece of fabric, take the bottom half, and you're going to pull it down towards that midline, folding it there. Then you're going to take the top half and bring it down to meet at that midline. We're going to do this one more time. Take the bottom half, fold it in towards midline, top half, fold it down towards midline there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your 2 pieces of elastic. I have 2 hair bands, but you can always do rubber bands. Or if you don't have elastic, you can always take 2 pieces of string. I have some knitting yarn here, but shoestrings also work great. So you just need one or the other. So demonstrating first with the elastic bands, you're just going to take one, pull it over, one end there, take the second one, bring it around the other end. And then what you're going to want to do is fold these pieces of fabric to the midline here. There's quite a bit of fabric, so what you can always do is kind of take a piece, one end, and tuck it into the other, just so that there's not too many layers. This is going to be the inside of the mask. And then you can always kind of bunch down that fabric a little bit so your nose here doesn't have the bulk of the fabric. And then you can pull those rubber bands tight to apply. If you wanted to do strings instead of the rubber bands, starting off with your piece of fabric here, take 1 string and you're just going to lay it across here. Take the second string, lay it across on the other end. And then same thing, we're going to fold one end down into midline, having this string off to the side. We're going to take the other end of the fabric, fold it into midline, take the string off to the side. And if you want, you can just tuck one of these into the other side of the fabric, just to kind of keep them in line with each other. And if you don't want all that fabric bunching around your nose, you can pull it down a little bit here, but then you tighten these before applying to your face. You have your mask. What you're going to do is, if you have the one with the strings, you're just going to pull the strings, make sure that the fabric is over your nose and your mouth, and then just tie behind the back of your head. If you have the one with the elastic is just going to go behind your ears. So I have another one here that I made, but just tuck it behind your ears. So then you're ready to head out. Both ways work well. If you are a little more crafty, you can always sew one together. There's lots of tutorials online too. These masks are supposed to be one-time use, so just make sure that you wash them after you've used them each time.